Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Shark here, bringing you guys the PML Week 1 Team Builder and Battle. I'm just going to go through the team real quick for you guys, and then I'll get into the battle. First off, my opponent's team, he was rocking Landorus T, Kartana, Mega Houndoom, Arcanine, Crobat, Bronzong, Aromatisse, Swampert, Jolteon, Venomoth, and Electabuzz, with Kartana and Lando T being his Z users. So, a pretty scary team. What I do know is, at the start of building, I did notice that Lapras did a lot of work this week one battle, so I decided to bring an Assault Vest variant, just because it can deal with a lot of it just deals with a lot of his mons really well, mainly Swampert. This thing walls Swampert completely, and it also does really well against Lando T, barring that he's not rocking Z. So rocking Lapras. Next up, I just wanted a defensive Megazord X, mainly because this is kind of like my ideal lead, considering I don't want to have to switch this thing on rocks without being Mega Evolved, because it takes 50%, and it's faster than two of his leads, barring Lando T, which is not faster than. But Lando T, I don't have to Mega Evolve, so I can kind of play around shenanigans there. Plus, if he's not Scarf, I can Dragon Dance and become faster than him. I just can't talk right now. I can Dragon Dance and become faster than him. I can also, just set up and burn like something and just set up in its face and then maybe try and sweep. But the next set is actually my sweeping set. Cresselia, only Moonblast, because I feel like Bronzong and Kartana can both be easily dealt with by just Megazord X by itself. So I feel like Cresselia has a good chance to sweep this week. Next is Scarf Nidoqueen. In case he brings Z Kartana, this thing will outspeed it unless he's not boosting it to speed. It also just it can outspeed non-Scarf Lando, non-Scarf Crobat. It can just really put under pressure because it's faster than a lot of his mons if they're not scarfed, because it is scarfed, of course. Moving on, we have Tailglow 3 attacks Manaphy. This thing is on the team for the same reason as Megazord X, just to try and set up and apply pressure. That way Cresselia or Nidoqueen can clean up and sweep. And finally, we have Comfy, solely just because it has Defog. The Fairy Memory is just what Draining Kiss does more, and just, Cleric. That's its role, is just being a cleric for the team and keep rocks off in case Megazord X can't Mega Evolve turn 1. So yeah, that's the team, and I'll see you guys at the replay. Alright guys, I'm back here with the replay. As you can see, he brought Kartana, Bronzong, Swampert, Venomoth, Crobat, and Landorus Therian. So he brought all three of his possible rockers, which basically means for me, I'm just going to lead off Megazord X. In case he leads off Landorus, I can, do some shenanigans with trying to not Mega Evolve, or worst case, just go on to Lapras or even Crest, and just have to defog the rocks away. But so I decided I'm just gonna lead off with Megazord X, as he leads off with Swampert, which is perfect for me because I'm faster and I can burn it, and then Waterfall and Earthquake will both do minimal damage to me. Something I can set up on pretty much. So I just decided to go for the Will-O-Wisp. I hit. I'm not sure if that's 100% because I'm a fire type, but I'm pretty sure it is. Anyways, he goes for Roar, which is actually really good for me. One, because Megazord X gets out, having already Mega Evolved, to burn Swampert with no damage, and the best possible mon for me came in being Lapras, which means I can just click Freeze Dry here, no drawbacks. Even if Bronzong comes in, it still takes a little bit, but he decides to stay in, probably not realizing Freeze Dry is 4 times effective on Swampert, and it's an instant OHKO, with only Lapras being toxic. So I was going to go into Megazord X on the Bronzong, considering I'm defensive. I wall it completely, and I can just set up on this thing. When he sets up the Reflect right here, I probably should have Will-O-Wisp, because as you can see, he goes for an Explosion, which puts me really low, and I do not have Roost, which means the Landers can kind of come in and just beat me 1v1, but I do burn it, which is good. He clicks Smackdown here for some reason, don't really know why. I think I was out of range of Earthquake, actually, and I'm pretty sure the Smackdown put me into range of the Earthquake, that's why I Will-O-Wisp, because I knew at 46% when this thing was burned I was out of range of Earthquake. But he smacked down me, so now I'm in range of Earthquake. So I decided just to attack, get damage off on this thing, so that way something else can kill it and get revenge. And I just go into Lapras knowing I can take any hit because he's clearly leftover, so he's not a Z Landorus, which makes me believe that Kartana is a Z move user, which then makes my Scarf Nidoqueen a better idea, or better in the back. So I decided to stay in on the Venomoth just because I don't want to switch out unless this thing puts something to sleep and like set up on it and win him the game. So I just decided to sack Lapras basically and just continue to attack it up until I kill it. And he clicks Quiver Dance here, just trying to set up, and I click Surf, and that does a lot, even with the plus special defense. So I'm pretty happy with that. I just decided to click HP Fire here, thinking maybe it'll do more, but it does the exact same, which is pretty crazy. And he Quiver Dances here, which is probably a misplay, or a misclick. But either way, Lapras dies to Toxic, and I did have Priority Draining Kiss on Comfy that I could have just killed this thing because it was at 2%. So that didn't really matter in the grand scheme. And just here I decided to go into Nidoqueen because it beats both of the mons that he has 1v1, being Scarf. I can just click Flamethrower on Kartana. Does a lot to Crobat. I probably could have stayed in and collected it, but I wanted to go into Cresselia to scare this thing out with the possibility of a Psychic type move. But he clicks Taunt, which means I just have to click Moonblast, and had I stayed in with Nidoqueen, that would have been a good 60% off of this Crobat. So Moonblast does nothing. He's probably Spit Def, but he's also got some special attack to him. So I just want to, you know, see what the Crobat's about, kind of just see its set. I also want to see if he's going to taunt me when my taunt runs out, which he does, which is why I clicked Calm Mind. In case he didn't, I could just beat the Crobat 1v1. So my plan basically now is just to wait for my taunt to run out and then switch into something like Manaphy that can just 2-hit KO the Crobat without even setting up, which doesn't have to worry about being taunted. As he does reveal that he has Roost, which means that without setting up, Cresselia cannot beat the Crobat 1v1. So I decided right on this turn to go into Manaphy on the taunt, which he does do, which means my Manaphy can now 2-hit KO this Crobat with Scald, as I don't have HP Ice. So we go for the Scald, burn the Crobat, which doesn't really matter because it's clearly special, even if it's only clicked Sludge Bomb and Taunt. It seems to be special at least. Click Scald again, and that's a dead Crobat, which means that the Kartana, if it's Scarf, it wins if it's boosting into attack. It actually just wins right here. But if it's Z Kartana and it's not Scarfed and it doesn't boost into speed, Nidoqueen wins. Because I don't have a real switch into this Kartana, so it's pretty scary. And he Leaf Blades, so he could be Scarfed because he's faster, but he probably isn't. And he goes and gets boosted into attack, which makes me know that Nidoqueen will outspeed with its Scarf. And I'm still pretty sure that this thing is a Z Kartana because I outspeed, which means it wasn't Scarf. And we win 3-0. So, yeah. It's a pretty good week 1, I'd say. Pretty happy, and, yeah, we're going to week 2, 3-0. Or plus 3, I mean. Not 3-0, 1-0 plus 3. So, yeah, I'll see you guys in week 2. Later.